These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. A 5-year mission to boldly seek out new worlds and new green women. Tonight's episode, we bombed Iran. Bomb, 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 bomb. Bombed Iran. Shit hit the fan. We bombed Iran. Wop, bop, loop, bop, bop. Goddamn, we bombed Iran. Whoa. We are now officially caught up in a jihad, a holy war. Cue to Thin Lizzy. All right, I knew this was coming a few weeks ago, actually. Heard word from Little Bird, but that's above my pay grade. Now, what I do know something about is Space Trek here, Star Trek. Now, it was revolutionary, the first interracial kiss. I'm talking about the original series, the real one, right? And you notice, you had a Russian. That was unheard of, on board. You had, a black woman, so she's running the show. Everybody's like, have an Asian driver. I mean, they tried. They were trying. But you know who wasn't represented? No, not your rednecks and your Native Americans. That came later, though. The cartoon series. Check out the animated series, which I consider canon. All right, and but you didn't see your Persians, shall we say? But you did, because there's one called Day of the Dove, right? And there's Kirk getting a hard time, and here we have the Klingons. Now, here's what happens. They're the Klingons, and they somehow get on the Enterprise. Everybody's hand to hand. It's got to get some, and it's like these weapons keep popping up, and it's more primitive and savage. Anyway, it's like there's this entity that feeds. It's a demonic entity that feeds off violence and anger and hatred and the dark side of the Force. And they figure out the only way to stop it is peace, hippie. So, there's the little ha 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 at the end. Here we like that. Here we go. Look, here we go. Now, I had this as a kid. All right, check out the Klingon there. He bad motherfucker. In real life, Barbara Eden, Dream of Jeannie, that's her husband. And he also did the voice of Mr. Freeze in the animated series, the real one. All right, who is he? What's his name? Link in the comments. All right, so in this Day of the Dove, in that scene right there, he goes, "Only a fool fights in a burning house." Now, I remember that as a kid, back in the 70s reading that. I got it from the Bookmobile. And I found that quote later, and it's from like Arabian wisdom, and I was like, oh. So I said the Klingons are based on, that's why they had to make them with the crab shell heads, because it was very, you couldn't do it. It's basically. And I'm telling you, they love to fight. Right, there's going to be some retaliatory strikes. Maybe not right now, but we've got people. I mean, there's going to be a lot of suicide bombing, car bombing. Yeah, motherfuckers with vests ready to go get their 72 virgins. They don't think like you do. All right, I'm telling you. And I do not agree with how things went down. You just don't do shit in the middle of the night, not declare war, not tell Congress. There's channels you got to go through. I understand it's convenient, but the law applies to me, so it applies to you too. It goes from the top down, or else it's meaningless. But fuck it, we got a cowboy, wants to make a name for himself, and I guess he's got one, for better or for worse. So we're in it now. But we ain't seen the last of it. This is just, this is poke the hornet's nest right here. And, how did this all get started? Oh, all right, don't mind if I do.